Yo, what's poppin', people? Your boy Snacks is back in the building with another banger. And you know how we do before we get started. We got to salute the people, man. You, the people that come out and watch these videos. But while you're here, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and do not forget to comment because your comments are what I enjoy most about my videos. I get to see some of your thoughts and some of your interactions and how some of you really, really feel. And I think we're going to add a new section to the videos with viewers' comments toward the end. So you never know if your comment will make a video or not. But let's talk about this Angel Reese, Caitlin activity that has seemed to shake up the WNBA. Let's talk about it. Now, being that Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are such polarizing figures in the WNBA, in basketball in general, it seems that they have sparked or resurrected this this thing that laid so dormant in sports and can't say in the nation, but in sports in general, because it has become so bad, so despicable that it's almost impossible to be active on these social media spaces while either one of them are playing. And to be honest and speak truthfully, they both get hate, but one person's hate is so much greater than the other person's hate that it's freaking ridiculous. And the amount of hate that Angel gets, the amount of racism and attacks that she has received on her character, the amount of death threats that she gets. And yes, Caitlin receives a lot of hate and a lot of bad talk about her gameplay and as a player, but Angel gets it so much worse. And yes, we're not talking about them playing basketball. Basketball, they are two different people when playing basketball. Yes, they have a rivalry that started in their college basketball days simply because one player did to another player what one player was doing to other players. And that sparked a lot of hate. As we all know, Caitlin Clark was famous for the John Cena "you can't see me" hand in the face when she was facing other opponents. Caitlin is a beast. Let's not diminish or take anything from Caitlin Clark as a basketball player. Caitlin is great, and I mean great. She is entertaining and she can ball. She can flat out hoop. But let's not get it twisted. Caitlin is a competitor. And being a competitive player sparks you to play rough, play hard. And Caitlin has been doing these things most of her career, but they aren't highlighted as Angels is highlighted. Caitlin pushes off. Caitlin throws elbows. Caitlin holds. Caitlin plays basketball. It's about as rough as any other player. But she's not vilified. She's not demonized for playing the game the way the game should be played. It's Angel that's the bad one. And you heard RG3 talking about how Angel was taking on the villain role. But she took on that role because it was pushed upon her. It was given to her after she gave Caitlin what Caitlin was giving others. Caitlin disrespected players on the court just as much as Angel did. Angel talks a lot of trash when playing the game. And you can't be mad at her for playing the game competitively. Talking trash is about playing basketball. It's part of playing ball. But what turned all of this upside down is when Angel gave Caitlin what she was giving others. And this was 3 years ago in college. 4 years ago, because we're working on their sophomore season. And a year before they graduated, Angel, LSU won that title. So this is 4 years ago. This is 4 years back when Caitlin was a superstar at Howard. But Angel was a superstar in her own right. But Angel is an internet sensation, not just a basketball sensation. Angel is talked about for the things she does outside of basketball, because she does the swimsuit calendar, because she does the TikToks, because she is in all of these places with all of these other celebrities. And Caitlin doesn't do it. Caitlin just plays ball. And we're going to call it what it is. The white people think she's supposed to just play ball and shut up and dribble. And some black people think, well, she's being ghetto. No, she's out there being herself. It's what you don't get from a lot of players. And she is unapologetically herself. If you don't like it, don't watch. But Angel has a big ass following. That's why she made all that money in college. That's why she had all those NIL deals. Because in college, Angel was a superstar. Caitlin was a superstar in her own right. But Angel's star was shining brighter than Caitlin's in college. Caitlin was getting all the shine on the court. Angel was getting the shine on the court and off the court, because she was the Bayou Barton, because she was in commercials and she had all of these endorsements, all these NIL deals out the ass. But we shifted into the WNBA, and Caitlin becomes a phenomenon. Caitlin is selling out stadiums. Caitlin is selling jerseys like no other. Caitlin is drawing numbers. And then Angel said, well, Caitlin's not the only one. Just remember, I'm a part of this too. And she was right in saying that. But people got mad because she said it. And they called her selfish. And they said she wanted the spotlight. She only said what was true. Yes, Caitlin is the bigger draw. But Angel is a part of that draw. And you just have to be honest about it. Now, this racial divide that we have between the two fan bases is absolutely ridiculous. Because Angels fans love them some Angel. And Caitlin fans love them some Caitlin. And a lot of Caitlin fans go overboard. Some of Angels fans go overboard too. But the hatred and the vitriol for Angel Reese is freaking ridiculous. And we'll just take this foul per se. This foul that turned into a flagrant, it was a flagrant. All of y'all on the internet that's calling this foul a flop, it is not a flop. She fouled her, and then she pushed her. That's a flagrant. And she didn't just she pushed the shit out of that girl. And if you know basketball, and that's what I'm pissed about, because all of these dudes and ladies that played basketball are calling her a flop. And you know when you going up for a layup and you're under that goal and you're getting ready to jump, your momentum is going up. Her momentum was coming this way. So Angel had no leverage. She could have gotten hurt. And you know that. But everybody keeps saying, why didn't you have that same energy when you got your hair pulled? Did she move when she got her hair pulled? No, she laid there on the floor because she was freaking hurt. She was in pain. You let somebody grab you by your hair and slam you on your back and tell me how fast you're going to get up. No, she didn't have that same energy. She couldn't have the same energy because she was hurt. She was in pain. And by the time she got up, the girl was already kicked out of the game, removed, gone, get out of here. But this foul on Sunday, Clark was still there. She was still standing there. She was still looking at her. She was still giving her that side eye. And then she turned to walk away. But by that time, Angel was already on the move. And Aaliyah Boston broke that up. There's no doubt in my mind that these young ladies respect each other when it comes to this game. The fans make it damn near impossible with all of the racism, all of the hate. Both sides are ridiculous. And yes, Indiana, don't get it twisted. We've been said that city was racist. In the Knicks and Pacers series back in the freaking 90s when they was bringing signs in there talking about lynching players and hanging them up and all of that crap. Indiana and Boston, we know who you are. We know both of those cities have few racist comments in those stadiums, in those arenas. Those are facts. This is not new information. So Indiana don't sit there and try to be like, we've done nothing. There is no doubt in my mind that there were racist comments coming out of those stands. Because it's been proven time and time again that it's there. So don't act like y'all are not guilty. Just stop it from happening again. Y'all need to man the hell up, because these ladies are going to be basketball stars for a long time. Yes, Caitlin is a better basketball player because she's more entertaining, because she shoots the three, she makes good passes. But Angel Reese is a double-double machine. And there's no denying that she is a hell of a basketball player. yes, she will develop more of her game. That 3-point is catching up. Those jumpers are coming along. So don't count her out. She ain't peaked yet. She is nowhere near her prime. So give her a minute. There's no doubt that both of these players are going to be great. Indiana is a better basketball team than Chicago is. There's no doubt about that. Indiana also has better facilities, better management, better ownership than Chicago. Angel has committed herself to Chicago without a practice facility, without all the amenities that the Indiana Fever have. But she has committed herself to that city. And y'all are bashing her every chance you get. So what? She misses a few layups here and there. She does her job. She needs some help. She needs a shooter. Haley Van Lith needs to come off of that bench. If she's going to be a contributor, she needs to be a contributor. You got rid of Kennedy Carter, who is a true basketball player, a shooter, a scorer is what you need. They need a scorer. And they need one now. They need a true point guard. They need one now. They need a true shooter. They need one now. But you guys, with all of this hate, there was more than one foul in the W this weekend. There were literally fights almost in other games, but those are not reported upon because y'all in the media, ESPN, Fox, Yahoo, CBS, want to make this a black and white thing. This is not Bird and Magic. So y'all need to let it go. Get off of it. Respect these players. Y'all are mad because Angel said it was a basketball play. Why don't y'all say, Angel, why don't you just say you hate Caitlin? Why would she do that? She doesn't hate that lady. She might not like her. They might not get along. We don't know that. But y'all are trying to make it bigger than what it is. And yes, we understand that it gets clicks. It brings people to the TV. People watch. People talk about it. People buy jerseys. Yes, we understand that. But damn it, these other ladies are out there balling and they out there scrapping and fighting and giving hard fouls too. But it doesn't take up the whole WNBA atmosphere like Caitlin and Angel do. And I understand those are the two biggest stars that you have in the league. They're prominent. They are box office. But Aaliyah Boston is there. Asia Wilson is there. Haley Van Lith is there. Brianna, Rakia, they all are there. Give them some of that air. Let them breathe. And quit putting all the onus on these two young ladies. And quit trying to make them be sworn enemies. And they're not. But anyway, man, y'all let me know. We got more to talk about. Because we going to get into RG3 and that video he made. Because he was so wrong. So wrong. So y'all be on the lookout for that later today. And we're going to get back into this. WNBA is in full swing. So y'all get ready. We got coverage coming. I'm out, man. Y'all have a good day. Be easy. Peace.